Kamala Harris, the 49th Vice President of the United States, is a significant player in the 2024 presidential race. Her candidacy is historic, but her rise has sparked considerable debate. Is she the leader America needs, or is her run for the presidency motivated by personal gain and ambition? Today, we take a closer look at her life, her career, and the controversies that surround her. Chapter 1. Background and Personal Life. Kamala Harris was born in Oakland, California, to immigrant parents, her mother, a breast cancer researcher from India, and her father, an economist from Jamaica. This diverse upbringing has been central to her identity, yet there are critics who question her authenticity. Is she truly embracing her Black identity, or, as some detractors claim, is she pretending to be something she's not for political convenience? Her personal life is also a reflection of modern American success. Harris's marriage to entertainment lawyer Doug Emhoff brought additional wealth to her already prominent life. With an estimated net worth of over $6 million, the couple has reaped the benefits of book deals, investments, and Emhoff's high-profile legal career. Harris herself has spoken of her background as a source of pride, but her critics suggest that her financial standing raises questions about her true motivations. Chapter 2. Career and Controversy. Harris's career has been marked by both notable successes and significant controversy. Her tenure as California's Attorney General saw her implement programs that addressed recidivism and marriage equality, but she also faced sharp criticism from both progressives and conservatives alike. Many argue that her prosecutorial record is inconsistent, too harsh on crime early on, and later too lenient in response to pressure from progressive voters. This inconsistency has led to broader questions about her leadership. Can her record of employment show that she would make a good president, or does it reveal nonchalance, lack of focus, and even a lack of integrity? Some critics, including Judge Joe Brown, have voiced serious doubts. In a shocking interview, Judge Joe Brown criticized Harris's career, suggesting that her rise was built on opportunism rather than genuine commitment to public service. This interview fueled a growing belief among some that Harris's political career has been more about advancing her own interests than those of the people she claims to represent. Chapter 3. Vice Presidency and Growing Wealth. As Vice President, Harris broke barriers as the first woman, the first Black person, and the first Asian American to hold the office. But despite this historic achievement, her time in office has been controversial. Critics argue that she has struggled to define her role and has lacked focus in addressing key issues like immigration and voting rights. Still, her supporters point to her role in casting critical tie-breaking votes in the Senate and advocating for reproductive rights. Financially, Harris's wealth has only increased since taking office. As vice president, she earns an annual salary of $235,100, and her family's income is bolstered by her book deals and Emhoff's successful legal career. For many Americans, this kind of wealth raises concerns about her connection to everyday struggles. Is she truly fighting for the people? Or is her run for the presidency driven by a desire to further enrich herself and cement her status among the political and financial elite? Chapter 4. The Financial Appeal of the Presidency. Let's consider what becoming president could mean for Kamala Harris financially. A U.S. president earns a base salary of $400,000 annually, along with additional allowances and benefits. But the real financial windfall often comes after leaving office, when former presidents can earn millions from book deals, speaking engagements, and other ventures. Barack Obama, for instance, earned $65 million from his post-presidential book deals. Some argue that this potential for immense post-office wealth may be a motivating factor for Harris's presidential ambitions. Is she in this race for the people or for the position? Critics point to her rising wealth and question whether her personal financial interests outweigh her commitment to public service. Chapter 5. Record of Employment. What does it reveal? Kamala Harris's employment record, both as a prosecutor and as vice president, has been a focal point of criticism. Supporters argue that her record demonstrates resilience and leadership under pressure, while opponents claim that it reveals a pattern of inconsistency and lack of focus. During her time as California's Attorney General, some believe she failed to take bold stances on crucial issues. And as vice president, detractors argue that she has often appeared nonchalant or disengaged from pressing national matters. Many reputable figures have reasons to believe the worst about Harris's qualifications for the presidency. Judge Joe Brown, for example, has suggested that Harris's career is more about ambition than dedication to the people. His interview highlighted concerns about her integrity and focus, raising alarms about whether she has the qualities needed to lead the nation. Chapter 6. The 2024 Run, a Test of Motives. Harris's decision to run for president in 2024 is a critical moment for her political career. With President Joe Biden stepping aside, she has a chance to become the first Black woman and first Asian American president. However, the question remains, is she running for the people or for herself? Her critics argue that her political shifts and calculated decisions suggest that she is more interested in power than in making a meaningful impact. Her selection of Tim Walz as her running mate speaks to a campaign focused on unity, but even this choice is scrutinized. Is it a move for political convenience, or does it reflect genuine commitment to the people? In 2024, voters will have to decide whether Kamala Harris can transcend the criticisms and prove that her candidacy is about leadership, not personal gain. Chapter 7. Strength versus Scrutiny. Can she overcome? As Harris squares off against Donald Trump in the 2024 election, her ability to win over voters is uncertain. Her supporters see her as a symbol of progress and resilience, but her critics view her as an opportunist more interested in wealth and status than in governance. The criticisms from figures like Judge Joe Brown, combined with broader doubts about her focus and integrity, paint a picture of a candidate under intense scrutiny. Harris's campaign will need to address these concerns head-on, particularly as voters consider whether she is the right person to lead the country. The 2024 election will be a defining moment, not just for Harris's political career, but for the direction of the United States.